Hello, welcome to this Saturna Sunrise Series session. Today we're going to be working out with a pair of dumbbell weights, and you'll also need a mat for later. But before we do that, let's get warmed up. Finding a nice stance, about shoulder width apart. I'm going to start with breathing in and coming down to the legs. Use the hands of the legs, lead with the chest. Breathe out, round up through the back. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. One more. Stay up top. Now take the arms, come up, breathe in, and breathe out, come down. One more. Reach up side to side, just tapping the opposite toe to the ground. Nice long lines, get the opening through the body. And then we're going to twist and reach forward. Nice rotation through the middle body. Keep tapping that opposite toe. Back arm goes way back. Two more. Yeah, bring it up. Just a nice little jog this morning. You can just stand and march on the spot to keep it really low impact, or bring it up to a nice little jog. Bringing the knees up a bit. Keeping the posture focus. Nice long upper body. Nice long neck. Swinging those arms nice and strong. Taking it in little circles. And then take it one time around the other way. I don't know what that sunrise is going to do this morning. Keep it forward. Hopefully that low-hanging cloud will clear. Keep nice breathing. For another 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to pull up the knee twice on each side. Nice big arms above the head. Two more. Okay, and then we're into the jack. So you're either side taps for a nice low impact jab, or you're gonna take into the full impact jack. Almost there. Another 8, 7, 2, 1. Good. Let's reach it out one more time, just to create that nice long body, especially through the sides. Last 2 and 1. Good. Bring it up. Just roll the shoulders back a bit. We're going to be starting this morning in the upper back, posterior muscles in the back of the shoulder. So just give them a couple nice rolls, and then a few forward. Ooh. Nice, quick, easy warm up. Remember, these exercises are meant to supplement the cardio work. So minimum cardio to get the most benefit out of your health program is 150 minutes a week or 5 days of 30 minutes. And then you want to add strength training on top of that cardio to get the most benefit out of your workout plan and really not only feel better, but also combat the risk of many, many diseases. So keep working out for life. My favorite phrase, because it's got two meanings. We're gonna work out for the rest of our lives, and we're gonna work out to have more life. So, without any more ado, let's get into the workout. So, I've got two 8-pound weights today with me. Of course, you're working with where you're at, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 12 pounds, or soup cans, whatever you have available to get your workout done. I'm gonna take both weights in one hand because again, we're starting up in that upper postural back muscle and as well as the back of the shoulder. Nice big strong muscle group. So standing on one leg, I'm gonna take the same leg as the weights, step beside and behind, and then lunge down. So I'm activating that front leg, remembering to keep the knee right over top of the ankle, and then I'm gonna take the other arm and just put it into the small of my back, square off my shoulders, make sure my hips are square, and then come forward onto that front leg. That back leg barely has any weight on it. I can lift it up. Everything's in that front lunge. Nice forward bend, about 45 degrees, and then I'm gonna roll straight up and straight down. Feeling those upper back muscles, make sure you're squeezing the shoulder blade here. Two more. Good, bring it down, step back together. I'm gonna do the next one from the side so you can really see the full form. So other foot forward, stepping beside and behind, nice wide base here. Lunge down onto that second leg, activate the leg, activate the glute, and make sure that back foot is barely any weight on it. Other hand into the small of the back, come forward about 45 degrees, then we're gonna row it up. Breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Core is connected, belly button's pulled in. And 2, 1, release down, back together. Okay, let's take those weights up. We're gonna let's start with the stance always. Toes in line, nice soft knee. Tilt the tailbone in, lengthen up through the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, connect the core, belly button pulled in, your best posture. Here we go, and then we're gonna take those weights and palms facing in towards my face. I'm gonna be at shoulder height or a little bit higher, about mouth height, and then open out to the sides. Keep the arms stacked, wrists on top of the elbows, and then we're gonna press up for 4. You can come together at the top, 3, breathing out. Bring it back down, shoulder height with the elbows, and then turn it back in. Full range of motion here. Come together at the front, open right back up for another 4. Breathe. Bring it down and back in together. One more set. Open it up, and here we go. 4. Woo, nice. Bring it down. Okay, one weight's going down, one weight in hand, one more for this first set of 3 shoulder exercises, upper strength exercises. We're gonna go up to the front of the shoulder now for this last one. I'm gonna give you the side view again. Keep the stance, keep the core connection. I'm gonna bring that single weight up to the shoulder. My palm starts facing in, and as I come up to a 45-degree angle, palm faces down. A little rotation in the wrist. Breathing out and in. Just 2 more. Good, keep it in. Switch sides. Second side. Keep the posture, keep the core in. And here we go, 45 degrees, rotating that wrist. Actually, it's the arm rotation, not just the wrist. Two more. Good, bring it in. Okay, let's go through those first 3 one more time. Both weights back in hand. You're gonna lunge forward with one foot, come down. Oh, actually, let's start that again. Let's go beside and behind. So we have that really wide base, gives us a really stable bottom and allows that back foot to have less weight on it. Lunge down, get that other leg activated. Hand in the small of the back, come forward 45 degrees and row. Two more. Get all the way down and step back together. One more side to go on here. Stepping forward or stepping beside and behind. Lunge down on the other foot. Hand in the small of the back, square off, come down, belly button pulled in, and last side. And that is it. Come all the way down, step back together, find the solid base about shoulder width apart, soft knee, tailbone tucked in, contract the abdominals, lengthen up through the spine, roll the shoulders back and down, nice long neck, palms facing in towards you, and we open out, stack those arms and down. Make sure those wrists stay on top of, for 4, on top of the elbows, good. 3, 2, one more. Bring it down and all the way back in, full range of motion here. Open right back up for another 4. Okay, back in, we got one more set. Open it up, here we go. Oh, nice job. Bring it all the way into the front. Good, and let the arms come down. Let's go right into our first bicep. So we're gonna lengthen up, keep that nice long spine, keep the tailbone tucked under, and just a straightforward curl. Keep the elbows close to the body. Breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. Really important to keep the core strong here so you're not swaying or using the upper body to pull the weights up. Let the arms, let the biceps do all the work. Finding your breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. That sky is getting pinker. Four more to go. Come all the way down. We're gonna take it right into our double tricep kick back. So narrow stance, hip distance apart, bend the knees, stick the tailbone out, keep a nice flat back, nice long neck, elbows come up, and we're gonna press it out. Remember the tiny rotation here. We're gonna turn the palms up to the sky, back into the body. And you're not coming in very far, just come into the hip and take it right back out. Check in with the belly button, pull that belly button into the spine, keep the core contracted. Two more. Okay, bring it back up. We're gonna give the upper body a break, put those weights down. Let's get into the lower body. So, I'm gonna use this space. And I need a little side-to-side space for this one. Okay, we're gonna start with a nice narrow squat. So keeping that narrow base, keeping the upper body long, tailbone tucked in, core contracted. We're gonna come down, press into the heels, come up, and then go over to one side, nice big step into a regular squat. We're gonna come down. We're gonna keep it low here. Come back into the narrow, and then push it back up. Alternate sides, so big step, squat down, weight in the heels, keep it nice and controlled, stay low, and step in, press up. Still pushing the pelvis forward, squeezing the thighs and the buttocks at the top. Step over, nice and slow, bring it down into the heels. Step together, press it out. Big step, breathe in, breathe out, step together and press up. One more each side. Good, keep it up. We have one more standing exercise. We're gonna do a little bit more biceps, triceps, and then we're gonna bring it down to the mat. Okay, so next bicep, find that solid base, toes in line, soft knee, tailbone tucked in, lengthen up, shoulders back and down. And we are into the hammer curl. Keep the palms facing into the body, all the way up, all the way down. Full control. Last one. Okay, back to those double kickbacks, narrow stance, bend the knees, tailbone back, nice flat back, long neck, elbows up, Press it back into the hip. Last one. Oh, good. Bring it back in. One more standing exercise. Find that base again. Tuck the tailbone under. Lengthen up. Shoulders back and down. Open bicep curl. 45 degrees out to the side. Last one standing. Here we go. Breathe out and in. Last two. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, keep the weights nearby, and we're gonna bring the mat out. Oh, we've got some beautiful color coming up in the sunrise here. Pinks and oranges. Okay, we've got a few exercises to do down on the mat this morning, or today, wherever you're at in your day. Sunrise for me, of course. Coming down onto my back. I'm gonna grab one weight in hand, have the other weight nice and close because we will need both. Bring it right down onto your back. Make sure you've lined up through the spine so you've got a nice straight line in the spine. Gonna grab that single weight, take it by both ends, straighten the arms out. Just take a minute to feel your shoulder blades come down, resting on the mat. I'm gonna take that weight and I'm gonna dip it down above the head and then press it right back up, straight arm. So again, we're working the tricep here. We're squeezing those triceps to the top, just bending the elbows down, letting the weight come over top the head. Two more. Good, bring the weight back in. Second weight in hand. We're gonna do a chest pec fly. So starting with the weights facing each other parallel, a little bit of a bend in the arm, and I'm gonna, excuse me, let the weights come out to the sides, elbows touch, and then squeeze them back into starting position. Full control on the way down, and a nice squeeze back in. Check in, belly button still pulled in, even in a laying down position. Keep everything connected and contracted. Strong bodies. Two more. Bring the weights gently in and then place them off to the side. We're gonna move into the lower body into a wonderful bridge. I love the bridge. So make sure the feet are grounded, equal distance from the glutes, and also nice about shoulder width stance apart. We're gonna again focus on putting the weight in the heel, hands down by the side. Now as we push into the heel of the foot, we start to lift up through the pelvis first. We're gonna peel up off the mat. So I'm gonna peel the tailbone up and then come up vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up to the shoulder blades. Squeeze the glutes and the thighs at the top, nice straight line in those abdominals, and then peeling down or rolling down in the opposite way. So starting at those high vertebrae and trying to tuck the tailbone in until very bottom, and then let it go. Push into the heels, peel up. Squeeze at the top, roll it back down. Again. Two more. Let's hold this last one up for 8, 4, and 1. Roll it back down nice and slowly. Try to keep that tailbone down to last. Oh, nice. Okay, one more set of pec flies, and we're gonna do a little bit of abdominals this morning. So, starting position up top, a little bit of a bend in the elbows, and let it come down right up to the sides. Control the weight, and squeeze it back in. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. One more. Good. All the way down. Weights to the side. We will not need them anymore. All right. 3 different abdominal exercises this morning. We're going to start with a leg drop. So I'm going to take my hands into a nice triangle shape and then put that triangle right in the back of the pelvis. And find my comfort level. And I'm going to lift up the legs nice and straight, and then I'm going to drop and bring it back up. So if you feel any discomfort in the lower back, don't go down very far. Just come down as much as you don't feel any tension or discomfort. Or you can bring it all the way down. Some nice colors happening with the sunrise. 4 more. Last one. Oh, good. Feet back down on the mat. Let's go into a nice, easy crunch. So I'm gonna just hands up by the ears. I'm gonna lead with the chest. I'm gonna keep the neck long. Breathing out on the way up. Last one. Oh, good. Bring it back down. Okay, one more. We're gonna go into the dead bug. We're gonna bring those legs tabletop. Make sure the knees stay over the hips. And then the hands are gonna come up and we're gonna go opposite leg, tap it down to the mat, opposite hand up above you. Squeeze it back in. It's that squeezing back in that's really working the abdominals hard. Halfway there. Last two. Good. Let it come back down to the mat. And we are into stretch. We're going to start on the side of the body and just grab that top foot. Keep the knees in line. Stretch out the quadricep, the front of the thigh. Pressing the pelvis forward here. And just turn over right to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing for the second leg. Pelvis pressing forward. Release the second foot. Find the center of your mat on your stomach. I'm gonna come up on my elbows and just rock the hips back and forth. Let everything line up and then use the elbows to pull the upper body away from the hips. Feeling a nice stretch through the abdominals and a really good extension into the lower spine. Lifting the head up to the sky, keeping the neck long and the shoulders get down. Breathe. Release from the tension here. I'm going to sit back into the shell stretch. So bringing my toes together and the knees are V'd out to the side. And then sit back down. Keep the arms long in front. Sit bones right down to the feet. Let the head come down to the mat. Have a breath. And then pushing into the palms of the hands, I'm going to help extend right into the lowest part of my spine and think about curving the tailbone in towards the feet to stretch into that lowest part of the spine. Walk the hands up towards the body. I'm going to come onto my knees just for a moment, just finding a position to sit in the middle of the mat. I think the clouds have engulfed the sun for the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna put one leg out forward and the other leg, the other foot is coming into that thigh, sitting up straight to start. And then I'm gonna turn towards that outstretched leg and start to walk the hands down the leg towards the ankle. You can hold on here or grab the toes if you can and bring yourself down towards that leg, feeling the back of the leg stretch out. Breathe here. Sitting up, release the first side. We're gonna switch it around. Other leg out, other foot into the other thigh. And sitting up tall to start. Walk the fingers, hands down. You're either gonna grab your leg and help bring yourself down or go for the toe wherever you're at, wherever your flexibility is. So important to stretch. After we've contracted all those muscles, working them out, getting them stronger, increasing endurance, we want them to lengthen out, experience their full range of motion. And then sitting up again. I'm gonna keep that front leg bent, bring the other leg over that front knee, and we're gonna go into a spinal twist. So nice long body. We use the same arm as the upper bent leg in between the sit bones just to lengthen up. So I'm using my knuckles into the mat and just pushing in, creating a nice long spine. I'm gonna lift up the other arm for more length, cross over the knee, and start to turn through the middle, the shoulders, the neck. And here I'm going to use the breath, breathing in to create length through the spine and out to increase the twist. Again. One more time. Oh, that feels very nice. Slowly coming out of the first side. Switch the legs around, other leg down in front, cross over that front knee, other hand, knuckles in behind the sit bones to reach up through the spine, lifting up for even more length, and then we cross over and twist through the middle, into the shoulders, and the neck, and breathing again, in for length, out to twist. One more. Gently and slowly coming out of the second side, back to center. I'm gonna uncross the legs and just sit up nice and tall. A few upper body stretches. Let's start with the shoulders, just taking one arm across, hugging the arm in. And release into the second side, straight across, hug it in. Hands meet in front, shoulder height, and we open up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the chest forward. Release the arms down. We're gonna go behind the back and grab onto the elbows And pull the elbows right down the back. Try to keep the chin level. Sometimes you tend to want to take the chin down with you here. Pull the arms right down the back, stretching through the shoulders. And then alternate the hold here, so the opposite arm's coming on the inside, closer to the back, and then give them one more good tug. Release the shoulders. We're going to come back in front one more time. This time as we open out. Still squeezing the shoulder blades together, still pressing the chest forward, but this time we turn the thumbs down and continue to extend through the thumb, stretching the biceps out. Breathing here. Release the arms down. Let's go into the triceps. Walk the fingers down the back. Increase the stretch. Release the first side. Let's do the same thing, second side. Walk the fingers down, increase. Ooh, I'm feeling that stretch. Did some nice tricep work in this session. Release that second side down. We're going to roll the shoulders back a few times. And then let's alternate the forward rolls. Oh. Okay, lengthen up into the neck. Just some mobility. Let's start with side to side. Over each shoulder, looking each side. Back to center, ears alternating sides, stretching to the side of the neck. And then come down to the chest, chin to chest, chin to sky. Hold on the next down. Have a nice deep breath here. And then lengthen up right through the chin. Reach for the sky, hold here. Oh, release back to neutral. We are done the exercise. I'm gonna get up, finish with 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. Wonderful, great job. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time.